Mark here from Rock and Load this afternoon. I'm joined by the lovely gents of Ambrius. How are you doing?
Yeah, really good.
Really good, thanks.
Yeah. And very nicely shaded here as well.
Yeah, praise the baby Jesus. Praise the baby Jesus. Yeah, so we're experiencing like a Mediterranean heat wave. Slightly unexpected for Bloodstock. We never get this sort of weather.
Yeah.
No,
Crazy.
it's always been on the decent side weather-wise. I don't think I ever remember like a ridiculously wet Bloodstock. But this. I've not seen anything like this here.
Yeah, mental, absolutely mental. Could not be fun playing in. Must have been challenging.
It was pretty hot.
Yeah.
His ears came out.
Yeah, it's like technical problem. The sweat and the sun cream as well. All that came popping out. So yeah,
We still managed to make it work, but it was a little bit like I can't hear any drums, and then I turned around and Alex was a little bit like,
Yeah.
But it was good. We soldiered on, and we made the best of it what we could, and it was fantastic.
The techs were awesome as well. The drum tech was amazing. He popped into action and he did his. Yeah, it was really good. He actually taped it back on. So yeah, it was good.
Duct tape to his head.
So listen, anybody who's unfamiliar with your band, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So we came from members of bands called Tempestora. It was like a three-piece thrash band, and Oakhaart, which was like a tech band. Would you say?
Tech prog, some sort of weird like amalgamation.
Yeah, it's for the members of them, and it's how would you explain it? It's heavy metal.
We've kind of we've just put all of our influences together, and we've all played in bands together before over the years, so there's always been a chemistry. We came together and just put some stinky riffs together. It's kind of a weird way to describe it, but kind of gives you that sort of face like, this is really good.
Stanky face.
Stank face, there we go. Nice mix of like different vocal melodies. Like Sam has got a real
Huge
nice
vocals.
range, so 1 minute he could be doing some lows, and the next minute it's kind of like a nice mix between like maybe a bit of Dio, maybe a bit of Waraldane, so it kind of just trying to give ourselves as many elements as possible without making it a bit too over the top, potentially, like music wise. So, and that's pretty much what our AP consists of.
And how long have you guys been together then?
It's a funny one because we were going to start practicing just before COVID. So we've been together like 2 years, just over, but it's only this year that we've been able to do anything. So the lockdown, especially though, was helpful. Because we did the whole EP in that time.
Yeah, it could probably give you guys time to sort of get more cohesive as a band.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I lived next door to Alex, so we did all the drums throughout the lockdown on furlough. So we did everything in that time, all the orchestrals, we added it all in. I had the time to do it.
Yeah. It's a weird thing. It was a weird time. For some bands it was such a rough time, and for the band to give them an opportunity to either work on other projects or just really almost reset themselves.
I can imagine anyone that had a release ready at that time, it must have been a nightmare. But for bands that didn't, it worked out for us just because we didn't have a release.
I know, and there's so many bands held back because of the lockdown, holding back the releasing because you can't tour it, you can't get the opportunity then to support it, and frustrating times for sure. And so tell us, did you guys come here via Metal of the Masses, or was it?
We didn't. We got lucky enough to get asked to play this year by the amazing Simon Hall.
And what was the crowd like for you today?
It was really good. It was
very good.
It's the biggest crowd I played to.
People respond well.
It was so good. It's such a good experience.
I was sort of hoping to try and get everyone involved in, because we released 2 singles. We released Breathe and The Unavoidable Path, which have got some decent hooks in, and I was sort of like, we're going to get everyone to sing along, it's going to be great. And I was so preoccupied with trying not to melt that I forgot half the thing. And when I got to the mic, I just kind of went, that was it. So but everyone loved it. We had a great cheer. And I couldn't really ask for more.
A little chat at the end, a little chat in the net.
Good feedback as well. Everyone came up and said they really enjoyed it, so can't ask for more than that, really.
Couldn't ask for more, exactly.
Such an experience, man.
I think it's a great festival for that. There seems to be a real desire to support the up and coming bands.
Oh, absolutely.
It's and I think maybe because so many people who come here tend to be musicians themselves, playing in local bands all across the UK, so they're really championing the other bands who are here.
We've all won Metalton Masses in different bands. So it's such a good experience for the young bands.
But they've elevated the New Blood stage massively since 2010.
We were in a band, the Tempestora, we played in 2010.
Okay.
And the festival's grown.
Yeah.
Like
exponentially.
It was quite small when we played, and now the New Blood is so big.
Yeah, it blew me away actually.
It's always packed out. That's what I love about it. You know, I'm obviously from Northern Ireland, and we would tell our guys it doesn't matter that you're not going to be known over there at all. Everybody turns up for every single band. You might get there, and when you're setting up and opening your first riff, like it might be 50 people in the tent, but by the end of your second or third song, it's jam packed.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, we found
just
that
waiting for the music to start, and then they all gravitate towards it. You know?
Yeah.
And so tell us a little bit about music. You guys just done a release recently, haven't you?
Yeah, Effigies Of Time. Yeah, it's available everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like I say, I'm a bit funny with like subgenres. It's heavy metal, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's got a lot of orchestral stuff on underneath the heavy metal. But yeah, it's got a bit of everything.
And you saying was that sort of planned out over then the lockdown period?
Yeah.
So
we had a basis of a few of the songs, and then we just started adding more to it, adding some violins, adding cello. It just built from there.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think it's kind of unique, that hopefully people will go away and think it's something a little bit different.
Yeah. And what do you think about the sound itself? Do you think it's something that you're going to continue with moving forward, or is it a snapshot in time? Or
I think the only thing that I think we'd maybe do a little bit differently is maybe try and make the songs a little bit shorter.
Going like 7 minutes at the moment, like a song.
It's the prog in us. I think, like,
when you're doing like a half an hour set, you can only do 4 songs.
Yeah, we did have an extra one, and a lot of the time what we do for any other shows is we try and get set up and make sure everyone's working as soon as possible and just start early so we can fit it all in. But today it was like we don't really want to mess about. Like they're very tight knit and regimented on the New Blood stage. It's like don't want to ruin it for the band before, don't want to have to hassle the crew. We're just going to do 4 songs. It's more than enough, really. So but some sort of songs at some point would be good. And maybe like I don't want to stray too far from what we're doing, but it's always nice to just kind of add a little bit more, so it's not just kind of like a replica of what we've done before.
And so how does the songwriting process tend to work within the band?
It's usually one person that brings the main bulk of something, and then it sort of just gets added to.
Everyone sort of adds to it as they go along. Like Sam might have drum ideas, we might have lyric ideas.
It can come from anything, really. And then it usually naturally builds.
You find that prog bands are quite slow in their processes. Any of the prog bands are all like detail focused and like to sort of micro manage everything.
It's also about holding back a little bit because you can just keep adding to it. You know, if you got to know when to stop as well. Like,
that was a main point for me because I did everything in the lockdown. I mixed it and mastered it as well. So it was knowing when I can let it go. And you can just
continuously tweak. Into a rabbit hole.
Exactly, man. You're going to avoid. But you need to learn to just let it go.
And so what's next in the cards for you then beyond Bloodstock?
We've got a tour with Embodiment. Is it October?
So it goes from the start of September, a few weekends for October, and finishes off in November. We're going to be hitting a few places around the Midlands. I think we're playing Newcastle.
Well, it's Newcastle upon Lyme.
Oh, well, okay, there we go.
We thought it was going to be Newcastle upon Tyne, but it's 2 hours away from us, not 5 hours.
That could have been a mistake if I'd not realised that. So I'm like, where are you?
They're a band to check out as well, man. Embodiment.
They are good friends of ours from years going on, and like watching them grow exponentially as well. They got through Metal to the Masses. They're another band that have come through and just like absolutely smashed it. So definitely looking forward to hitting some gigs with them and gonna try and book some more, and then songwriting at some point, probably sooner rather than later.
It's important to keep the train going.
And it's hard to know as we want to talk to the bands as well what the correct process is now when it comes to releasing music, you know, because everybody will have a different opinion and it may suit different genres as well, like, you know, dropping a single every couple of months, maybe just keeping that people interested and then drop an EP or drop an album.
This is something I realised after releasing. I don't think albums are so much of a thing anymore. I think maybe the next one it'll be an EP and we release a single every 2 weeks for a small amount of time. just I think it would keep people's interest.
Yeah, it's trying to make engagement now, really, isn't it?
Man.
Keeping people constantly on the sort of prep of us, and then you can give them something like an EP at the end of it.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, definitely.
And have you got stuff written at this stage? Or you?
We've got some ideas for there's no full songs, but there's
a lot of riffs.
There's a lot to build on. I think we've got distracted a few times when actually supposed to be rehearsing for this, and you kind of just start Jay will just like sort of knocking out some tasty little riffs, and it's like
procrastination. That's called procrastination.
Yeah, it's like record it quick.
Get a quick video of it, and then move on.
I know. Well, that's it. Where are you actually based?
Gloucester.
And so like we're obviously in Northern Irish. Geographically, whereabouts are you there then?
West Midlands.
South of Birmingham. It's like Cheltenham. Just south of Cheltenham.
Not too far from here then, really?
It's between Birmingham and Bristol, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Bristol.
About an hour and a half, as long as the traffic's not too bad. So it's not too bad. It's not a bad place to be at.
Yeah, geographically for you to get up or north or south to go about, really.
Right next to the M5, so we can go anywhere really.
That's handy enough. Okay. Well, look, guys, thanks very much for your time today. Pleasure chatting to you.
Thanks very much.
Very well.
And say best of luck for the rest of the year and keep that quad going.
Thank you.
Cheers, man.
Okay, guys, thanks again.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.